last week as facilitated by President Trump, but also Erdogan, we have to say. What does it mean for the balance of power and what happens in the region now?
Well, a nightmare scenario. Assad won. He decimated the Kurdish project. The Kurds ran back to Assad for protection. The man that slaughtered 500,000 Syrian civilians, the guy that used chemical weapons against his own people, the guy that butchered the Syrians simply for standing in the street demanding more freedom, more democracy, social justice. And then we see Putin, that basically is the kingmaker, the deal maker of the Middle East.
Exactly. Are we going to wait till it goes all the way around to notice that from the beginning, when we noticed collusion with Russia, Putin is a very good leader. He knows foreign policy. Mr. Trump does not. So from the beginning, Trump's only job when he got to be president was to ruin our credibility across the globe as he makes money. He can go anywhere and live. He's going to claim mental disease. All of these slip-ups, all of these meltdowns. I'll have to go into my iCloud. I think I talked about this. Let me not bore you. About 11 and a half, maybe 11 and 3/4 months ago, when it just became obvious. He just wants to lose it and come around. Because we just do it 2 weeks by 2 weeks. Still don't have the taxes. How many things is this man going to be able to do? Because it doesn't matter. He doesn't think he can go to jail. And I'm sure there are a lot of people that just say, if you move on, you don't have to go to jail. And how much money has he made during the presidency? Yes. It's happening. It's happening all around. But we waited so long. And I know that I'm not the smart one. There are people that are supposed to be on this. But in certain camps, then they started doing PACs. We started moving government some ways and different ways to help only one side. That's the money. The money is deep. When you have 40 to 60 people sitting in a room figuring out, how do we get this happening? Or how do we disrupt this? Or. Please, somebody, just give me your opinion. Because I got knowledge. Let's all drop it. They need to just get on down with it. Somebody got to say, we can keep reporting it all. Yes, let's talk about it every day, but let's not prosecute it. Let's not look into it anymore. We'll just keep looking into it anymore. Think about that. How long are we investigating this? And we still let a man make decisions like moving troops out of a country, let thousands of people die, and we're all going to have to, did we not start the inquiry already? Do we not have precedents anywhere that'll put checks and balances on a person who just makes arbitrary decisions, who has never been a military leader? He's playing a game, a board game, and he's told he's going to be good at it. He's told he's great. You know that. In Helsinki, when Putin was sitting by him and started spreading his legs open and rubbing it, stroking his tie. He never wore a tie that long. He was stroking it long, looking at Donald while he stumbled on his words. Probably because his jaw was a little sore. I'm just saying. Knowledge. Concepts. Perceptions. I mean, it's all, how they say, alleged. But he looked comfortable, didn't they send people out of the room? It's all starting back then. It was just securing what was going on. Donald Trump at that meeting just wanted to hear from Putin. This is what's going to happen. And when everything goes wrong for you, we will get you out of there. And your whole family if need be. But we got you covered. The Americans move so slowly. You can be anywhere. By the time they want to indict you, you'll be on a private jet out of the country. He said, oh, okay, cool. And you got everybody cool. You remember. Somebody else did that when they got people out of the country before. That didn't work out. That got us here. And then where would we go? Why don't we get a president that gets a vice president that wants to be active in the country's business? A president that will give us a 16-year plan that shows that if he, she, whoever takes over, and I'm sorry I said he first, it just came out, she or he, whoever takes over and who works together, if we have a president, after we get 8 years out of that union, it works great for us, we will vote that vice president in. Because there's a plan going on. It's not like a 4-year plan. It's not like, let's what we're going to do right now. Tell me what you can do over 16, a team, for America, for everyone. Even the people that don't want to get along with each other. Let's figure, where do you want to go? Where do you want to be? I mean, just do your thing. If that's the way you want to live. Don't live like you're going to have to fight. Because you won't take over the whole country. So just, if you need a part, get a part. Go somewhere and do what you got to do. Let us support you that way. Let's bring the immigrants from Mexico. We have land all over Virginia, Arizona. We have land all over that can be cropped and governed and controlled. After a certain amount of time, people that want to leave, if they've worked that way and they've made a good living, they bought into the community, they bought into their banks, and they want to go and move somewhere, fine. Visiting and going to visit people and family during your time, great, as long as we know where you are. 2 years of knowing where you are, all the time. Cool? Right on. Get a phone, you're on GPS, just in case. If anything happens, I want to know where you were if anything happened. That's fair. I get with you. That's just my opinion. And this is a drop. Right on.